You may be seated.
Well, good morning, Hot Springs Baptist Church. My name is Vicki Pepper, and I have the awesome privilege of working for Samaritan Purse as a regional manager and getting to serve the awesome churches and volunteers in our beautiful state of Arkansas. Before I introduce our speaker this morning, I wanted to just say thank you for your partnership in the gospel. With churches like yours, we are marking this year the 200 millionth shoebox that has been sent out to children around the world since, yes, give the Lord a hand, since 1993. And that number matters because every child matters. And I know how much fun it is to pack a shoebox and to gather those wonderful school supplies, toys, clothing items. But let me tell you why those boxes are important. Because they represent the gospel. Everything that we do at Samaritan's Purse is for the sake of the gospel. So those shoeboxes are tools for the gospel in the hands of local pastors in over 100 countries around the world. When I was a children's minister, I was blessed with resources that I could use to reach the children in the community where I lived. I had bouncy houses. I had markers. I had construction paper. I had everything I needed. I could plug it in, put it up, whatever, and the children would come. So when these shoe boxes are given to these pastors, they invite children to come, and they become that tool. And I know that you know about the gospel being presented in a child-friendly way at every outreach event. And most of you probably know that a booklet is handed to a child at those outreach events called The Greatest Gift. That is basically the book of John in a child's language in an easy-to-understand format. Some of you, or most of you, I hope you know that for the last 10 years, we've had a discipleship program, 12-lesson discipleship program, where a child comes back and they hear the gospel again. Those children are trained to present the gospel, share the gospel with their friends and family. And we know, as a result of going through the greatest journey, that last year, 4 children a minute came to know Christ. So you think about that, just in the time I've been standing here, at these few words, 4 children came to know Christ. Amazing. So you think about the number, your shoebox goal for this year, 400. And we also know that every shoebox, just on average, impacts 10 people. You can do the math. Amazing. Amazing God. So as you're thinking, and Pastor, as you're supporting with your leadership and your leadership team here, as you're packing, you're a part of that. Everything with Operation Christmas Child is just like the local church: evangelism, discipleship, and multiplication. So thank you, church, for what you're doing. Now today, you're going to get to hear from one of those 200 million children who was impacted by the simple gift of a shoebox. God saw her. She was not forgotten. She was living in an area on a dump where you would think nobody sees her. She's hidden. But God saw her, and she was not forgotten. So let me introduce to you my friend, Jalene.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us here. I am one of the 200 million shoeboxes, that you guys sent. I'm one of the blessed children to receive it. Growing up in one of the 7,100 islands of the Philippines, way back then, I grew up close to a dump site, and my father was an alcoholic and a drug addict. And the shoebox that I received was a tool for me to go to the school that year. And my mom doesn't have to worry about buying school supplies for me. And it is also a way for me to know that my family is loved and that people cares for me and that we are not forgotten by God. And so that year when I received the shoebox, it really solidified my relationship with my Heavenly Father, a Father that would never leave me nor forsake me. So I am here standing in front of you in behalf of so many children around the world who received the shoeboxes. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys. We appreciate the pastors and the leadership of this church. Thank you very much. And I would like to leave this verse that I keep holding on in my heart since I received the Lord. It's in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Who would have thought a girl who grew up in a dump site would be traveling around the country thanking each and every one of you? So thank you so much.